Evening, guys. And we start off the evening with a live protest of an officer who was found not guilty in manslaughter charges against an unarmed man who was pulled over for a traffic stop. So, you figure out how important it is to make sure that your community has officers that are going to be holding others' rights to the highest regard. Period. That's it. That's what they're there to do. That's what every single one of them swears to do. So when they swear that and they do otherwise, it's the highest disregard to the United States backbone that you can think about. Whenever you do something under color of law in the United States, you are bottom line basically you're treason. You are the definition and epitome of treason. So when you see people in the streets, they're tired of it. And it's not going to, if you saw this speech, this guy, I mean, the relatives, who was a friend of the victim, was extremely upset and was talking very similar to what we heard at Ferguson, but not obviously the spur of the moment and sporadic lashing out of violence or um, supporting violent acts, I should say. Anyways, it did pretty much strike a chord, but the crowd ultimately broke out into um, singing. And so I just, it was just basically, let's see what we got going on here. See, you can see some of my friends here, but hey, that's how I roll, right? Sometimes that's how I roll. But like, sometimes they'll send me these notifications just like they're there. They're probably in the video section. That's probably where I should have looked. But we got it right here. This is a live protest. I was just trying to get into the breaking out of singing, and it was more of a positive, um, I guess, ending of the speech that was given earlier by one of the friends of the victim. So I'm sorry I can't quote his exact name. We'd have to go back and look, but we can see right now this is what's relevant right now. And earlier I was just doing some investigation, and I see that the Lowndes County High School under investigation for discrimination. Right after we see a horrible accident, and it seems to me like a very symbolic date, January the 1st. You got 111, three ones, and then 2013. And I know that, people might think that, oh, that might be crazy, but you can never put anything past these people. You don't want to overlook any evidence at all. I've listened to all kinds of stupid theories, trust me. I've heard them all. I heard stuff inside the jail from young people, like young people that went to school with Kendrick. I've heard stories from young people, and the kind of stuff that you hear is just, it's all over the place. So I just, I've heard all kind of stuff. I'm just trying to say, you do not want to discount evidence, and I will not do that. And that's, I'm not playing games. I am seriously not playing games. And when I say I want to run for sheriff, it's not going to be. It's going to be under the election. And you can find out what all. Let's go to electors, elections. Is it lowndscounty.com? I guess. Pardon me if because I don't frequent this as much as maybe I used to. I know we came here before, but what I'm trying to do is I want to look at forms online, elections and voting, qualifying, Constitution, and this is gonna be. Let's see, hold on. Here we can see. They're saying not guilty for that Minnesota police officer. And if you have not seen the video, CNN. So we're listening to this here. It's trying to block me with that. I don't understand why you're trying to get me to watch this or that. What in the heck's going on? Hey everybody, we're at CNN. Can you hear? We can identify threats 50% faster. You can do that? We can do that. Demonstrators march in St. Paul, Minnesota after Officer Philando Castile was found not guilty. Alright. What?
I want to shot
okay, there we go.
To John Choi and the prosecutor's office. They did a great job in the representation of the facts in this manner in which my son was murdered. And I will continue to say murdered because where in this planet do you tell the truth and you be honest and you still be murdered by the police of Minnesota while you have your seatbelt on and you're in a company with a woman and a child? My son would never jeopardize anyone else's life by trying to pull a gun on an officer and the gun was not fire ready. These are some of the facts that came out in the trial, and I am so very, 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 very disappointed in the system here in the state of Minnesota, because nowhere in the world do you die from being honest and telling the truth. Now, these are some things that you need to know and recognize. There has always been a systemic.
See, I just told you, I've been telling everybody, I said, if you wake up every day and you're not paying attention to this is going to be your every single day. Every day you wake up, all you idiots that out there want to ignore this every day, you want to ignore me, you want to ignore the problem, that's the problem right there. Not her, but what the problem is these interactions that are completely illegal and illegitimate. There are quotas that have been exposed, and there has been nonsense continually from these people. And you guys know that, and we've gone over this every single episode. I don't believe that there's one episode that doesn't include me pointing out something going on with criminals within Lowndes County in administrative positions. Okay? Elected positions, and that is what we were going over here. Qualifying fees. See, some people, you don't understand. What does it take? How much does it take? And this is 2014 qualifying packet information, qualifiers. See, we'll look at where to qualify, write-in candidates, qualifying fees. All right. And now this is for state and federal. There's an actual printout that has, but this right here, county and municipal offices, the governing authority of each county, shall no later than February the 1st of any year in which a general primary, nonpartisan election, or general election is held, fix and publish the qualifying fee for each county office. All right, I have just seriously got this bug that is enjoying my light on the screen. The fee shall be 3% of the annual salary of the office. If a salaried office, the fee for members of the General Assembly shall be 400. See, there's different. there's something different. Let me see. Qualifications and disqualifications. So I apologize, you guys can't see me. There we go. There. That is why it's so dark right now. But let's see what we got here, because this is not probably going to have the exact amount because I had it printed out before. But it is based on a percentage like that of what you would make in that position, but obviously that's not a specific amount because but we just want to know the qualifications too, because you just got to make sure that we're on time, we're on point with all this stuff. And I'm sure somebody out there can attest to some things, but from what I understand, sheriff right here, qualifications, term of office and election, bond requirements, oath of office, vacancies in and succession to office, general disqualifications. So let's go to 143. So I know one good thing. Let's see. Um, we'll see how far. Let's just do it like. Whoa. So, all right. All right, here we go. Sheriff qualifications. Let's just read all this stuff. Must have been a resident of the county for at least 2 years immediately preceding the date of the qualifying for election to the office. Okay. The residency requirement refers to domicile. There must be either the tacit or explicit intention to change one's domicile before one can change his legal residence. If a person leaves the place of his domicile temporarily or for a particular purpose and does not take up an actual residence elsewhere with the avowed intention of making a change in his domicile, he will not be considered as having changed his domicile. So we can go there, and then you got an actual quote here, Haggard versus Graham. Must be a registered voter, got that, and have attained the age of at least 25 years old. So this is very similar to the President of the United States. At the time of the qualifying of the candidate, must have obtained a high school diploma or its recognized equivalent in education training established by the Georgia Peace Officer Standards and Training Council. I've got that. Check. Boom. Must be a citizen. Check. Boom. We've checked 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we just have anything that just does not check off. Must have not been convicted of a felony offense or any offense involving moral turpitude contrary to the laws of this state or any other state or the United States, provided, however, that a plea of nolo contender to a felony offense or any offense involving moral turpitude contrary to the laws of the state shall have the same effect as a plea of guilty, thereby disqualifying such person from holding the office of sheriff. So you see what can hold you. Now, I think it's interesting that the sheriff technically, under these rules that we've got going on now, and what I have seen is that they're doing repeat offenders stuff again. So it's almost like the three strikes you're out crap, but they're making it even worse. It's like if you do something twice, they're trying to punish you extra in Lowndes County. And they're amping stuff up from misdemeanors to felonies. So you see what happens. They want to make sure that you can't ever hold positions like this. But we got something for this. You got something for number 5 right there. All right, let's do 6. Must be fingerprinted and have a search made of local, state, and national fingerprint files to disclose any criminal record, which fingerprints are to be taken under the direction of the judge of the probate court and must be taken on or before, but no later than the close of qualification for election to the office of sheriff. I wonder what number 5, I wonder what they're going to say here, see, about me whenever you guys didn't honor the First Offenders Act back in 2004. And then all these other harassment charges thereafter. Boom, bye-bye, poof, gone. No felonies at all. You have never had, you have zero evidence that I have ever committed a felony in your county at all. There's every bit of the evidence to the contrary that you are out of control with your handling of cases. Mine particular, but specifically multiple cases and multiple people are being affected right now by stuff like this. The negligence in the handling of the filing of these cases to where my case is filed into a different county altogether. And how many other people were like that? I'd like to know that. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you like to know how many people were wrongfully convicted or placed in a conviction placed from your county into another county? And what does that mean? And how do you rectify that? I'll tell you how they told me how to rectify that. They would have to physically get on the phone. The poor lady I was telling you about dealing with the stack of papers up to the ceiling with a bunch of negligent filing from ridiculous officers. She would have to physically call that particular agency and say, hey, I didn't make this mistake, but somebody else made this mistake. So, I need to get somebody on the phone to make this change. And it's a big thing. This is not something that's just some easy thing to do. You would think that was something that could be easily done. But this is something that takes a lot of time. Because you think you're just going to get somebody on the phone immediately to where they're just there to just click a button and make these changes that need to be made that are stacking up to the freaking ceiling? I mean, God knows what's wrong with all. You're talking about cases that are not even the right charge. They put them in as the wrong charge. Beyond what I was telling you with that brown sugar stuff. Beyond that brown sugar charge guy, see, he's a witness too. There's plenty of victims and witnesses that we can go through to where there's a big enough charge against Lowndes County, a clear and concise and to the point, not frivolous at all, 100%. Look in my eyes and know, hey, and you followed all of my broadcasts, I hope, and you can see that there's a clear and concise, provable, malicious prosecution with just me, but a clear mishandling of information. That's clear and concise. I'm not playing games. I'm not trying to be, going crazy here. I'm not trying to make a scene. I am only trying to point out to the public, and I've been given this opportunity by the grace of God to give you this information. I mean, that's it, man. I mean, that's it. You guys can take it however you would like to take this information, but I'm trying to give you clear information about what is going on in your county. And you can see we do not want things to escalate to this magnitude because you best believe if there's ever anything else that goes on, you are teetering on the brink of this, Lowndes County. This is you, okay? This is you right here in Minnesota. This is you upcoming now. If you don't pay attention to what I'm talking about, and we don't have a change, and I'm telling you how to make the change, and this is how we do it. I'm gonna have to. I'm working on qualifying right here. This is the only thing, and I do qualify by law. I qualify by that right there. By law, I qualify, and I can prove it, and it's provable by my own records, by the own. All right, we're gonna get all this handled. We're gonna get it completely ruled. I'm like I said, I'm throwing all the harassment stuff in. You've seen that. You guys haven't even seen it. It's sad because I made this video. It started out with just the witnesses, which is powerful, but then it went on into the InfoWars is a drug dealing website. And the reason why I did that is because that is exactly what was said and claimed, especially in the interrogation room by Pachodes, claiming that he said InfoWars was a drug dealing website. He said that is why I followed you. I mean, I am not even making this up. And if I am, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and show me the audio. Uh-huh. Yeah, see, anything you guys say is going to be perjury. So that's another charge. So let's go to court. Let's go to court. You guys want to go to court or you won't even show up? So if I were you, I'd even show up. I mean, seriously. If I was Pachote, if I was Busby, if I was Scott Goodwin, if I were you guys, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being dead serious with you. I would not show up against me. Do not show up. I'm giving you a fair warning. If you do show up, just be prepared to get perjury charges for every stupid thing that comes out of your mouth. Everything. I've already got it. Like I said, you guys don't want to. You've already got. The only thing I haven't done, I might as well just have the whole entire case for the public to see because see, my court is out of control. My court system in Clowns County, they're out of control. So see, I have to give you my case in the court of public opinion, in the court of the public opinion here because see, you aren't going to get my case otherwise. They're not going to show. They're not going to show you. They're not going to show you many cases. And that's why it's another thing that brought me up. But let's not forget, let's not get it too far off tangent. Let me finish here. It must be fingerprinted, blah, blah, blah. That's the main thing, number 5. Must give it. I know that I've got all this other stuff down to a T. That's it. Then you pay that fee. And how much are you going to make? It says each candidate for the office must, within 60 days prior to, it says file with the officer before birth certificate here, swear to meet the qualifications. Term office is 4 years. The voters. So you have to pay here, see? And or file a pauper's affidavit. So I guess you don't have to pay. Wow. See, look at this. If a candidate is unable to pay, pauper's affidavit. Um, and okay, see, no person shall be nominated, nor shall any person be a candidate in a primary election or special election for more than one of the following public offices to be filled at any one election or special election here. So I can't hold multiple offices like that. See, they used to elect. I just want to throw this in there. In Lowndes County, we used to elect the superintendent of the public schools. It used to be elected. Now it's not. Now it's all this board of electors. I'm sorry, board of education that you've got there, and they basically are the electors. I'm calling them board of electors because that's really what they're trying to be. They're trying to elect within themselves, within their own little group, and then they want their own little group to have unlimited tenure and just go on forever, just unlimited term limits. I mean, these people are just, you guys are gonna get. you have a rude awakening here shortly because I'm gonna start throwing law everywhere, and that's what you need. You need a sheriff who's gonna put law in the faces of people who need to have it and justice to truly be served, and for these ridiculous, senseless, victimless criminals to be released and freed and set to a path that's going to be a restoration and a regeneration in their life, a rejuvenation, and just a complete rebirth. That's what we need. We need a renaissance period in Lowndes County. Change it from clowns to lounge. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. And like I said, I will go door to door to make this happen. I got to make this happen. All I need, guys, I'm telling you right now, this is all I need to do right here. This is it. I can prove it. Deb Cox, you already know. Go ahead and get ready. You already know that that's what I'm working on right there. You can just be ready. See, I'm already in this. I already know what I'm trying to do. I have a goal. I will make signs. I mean, you saw that the Jason Kane sign. I mean, I'll tell. I've been trying to tell people. I try to wake people up, and that's all that you can do is try. See, I'm sitting there showing people right here. I'm. Uh, you can see right here that there are signs right here outside of Walmart. Jason Kane, public pretender. Ellis Black equals death. So that's not even. I'll make a sign bigger than that. I mean, you guys see. This is the biggest sign right here. This right here. This following. You guys. You're everything. You guys are awesome. You guys are following me. I know it. And I was gonna show you that these views are fake. These views are fake. I was going to show you that. I've been telling you that. I'll show you. Well, that says 139. You click on it. That's been going up. That's been doing a lot better. But like right here, let's see. Like if I click on, I think it was actually in this one. So I just want to show you that. Let's see if you can even see it. I know it was like at 20. Hold on. It was like at 22 something. I don't know if it was on. It obviously was not on this particular one here. But you can see the views, and they're not accurate with what is actually going on. And I wanted to point that out. I'm going to point that out. Was it this one? Yeah, right here. Wait, because it was like 20 something. Wait, right? And that was that Dubai stuff we were talking about. The crater from hell. But I apologize, but I will find it. I just want to show you guys. I mean, this is crazy. Look, that says 16 views, 14 views, 8 views. Well, it's this one right here. This is the one that says 22 views. This one said like 43 views. Maybe it was on. It's can of sense here. We'll skip my ad. But I just wanted to basically point out and show for a fact this crap is ridiculous. Like, these people are trying to control and trying to make you think that I'm not broadcasting to anybody, that I'm not sharing this with anybody, that this doesn't mean anything. That what you and what I think doesn't mean anything. Was it this one? Fuck it. It has to be the one before it, obviously, right? But it was when I was at YouTube, and it was like I could see that it had so many views, and it was like 43 views. It's important to me because as a, this freelance, probably when I expanded it right there, maybe, um, broadcaster here that I am, and host, I guess you could say, because I'm also trying to offer chat. But I'm just trying to offer a platform for us all to basically give ideas. You can post in the comment section. You can comment to me. You can message, each other. We can have anything going on collectively together. And like I said, this Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, just can continue to go. Um, I'm sorry that I can't immediately pull it up. I just wanted to see if it would show. See, sometimes you have to do this. So you just click on. Let's say I just clicked on that, right? All right, go over here. All right, it says live now. All right, 17 views. Right here it says 22 views. But see, before it had said like 40 something views, and now it only says 22. See, that's why I just wanted to show you. But it's hard because I've got to be able to pull it. I'll find it. I'll just have to pull it up at a different time, I guess, because it's not able to be pulled up. It probably was like right after this one, probably this efficacious one, because I mean it could be. I'll skip my own ad. Sorry. Was it this one? And I'm just trying to zoom through to see, but it looks like it might have not have been this one. So it looks like let's going back. Sorry guys, we're trudging through this because this is important to me. I want to show you guys something. I'm trying to prove something here. Is it this one? And so basically, I'm hearing my kitties go crazy. Kitties! I hear you. And they basically attack each other because they start getting really frisky. Right? Um, I am probably skimming right over it. And I wanted to say it was in the 20s. It was like 22 something. But not on this one, maybe. So, there's one. It popped up right there. Where did this go? I don't understand why it shows that, and then it's like. Anyways, guys, bear with me because I am real. It has to be. Look at it, because it has to be me skimming on YouTube. And I was talking about Jonathan Kleck right here. And we're watching his stuff. We go to Detoxidine. See, this is obviously not the one because the one that I looked at was around 22. So we know it's not that one. Oops, sorry. No. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're going to find it. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about because it's crazy. Let's just go here just in case. Is it this one? Yeah, because I started going through Common Core, Jane Robbins, and let's see if we go through here. We watch this whole thing. We keep going. We're coming back. What is this? Oh, come on, really? And then I just start snapping about that. So, that's obviously not it either. This is interesting because I just found it not too long ago and I wanted to say I was to be able to show you, prove to you, and be like, hey, look what I found. It's just a bunch of nonsense, is really what it is. It's, to me, as long as you're getting the message, I really don't care. I'll find it. I'll find it. Don't worry about it. But the bottom line is, if you see stuff like this, like a lot of times, this is wrong. I mean, you just like, if you're just like skimming through here, you see like a number right here, it's just not accurate from what I understand. So, anyways, we'll get back to it. All right, qualifying in Lowndes County. We're gonna close that. We got this. We got all this. I've got all this taken care of. All right, this is gonna be a fee. He makes about. I mean, the office of sheriff makes about what? Um, let's see. What was it? Sorry, 80,000. It's somewhere around there. Let me. I mean, I wish that it had an accurate number here, but it's not because this is just the. These are just the qualifying rules, and like what the actual salary is was something that Deb printed out for me. And basically it's the 3% of that, and it was all figured out. So I don't think that it's actually listed because this is it can't. It's not going to be listed right here because this is like I said, this is just all qualifications, disqualifications for holding the state or county elective office. But as far as like you got write-in candidates, where to qualify, when to qualify, fees for the 2013 information packet. I don't understand why this is so old, but that's all that was there. Yeah, for the other offices, she specifically, like I said, printed out. I don't know that it's actually on. If it's on here, I apologize, Deb, because I'm overlooking it possibly, but I'm looking at the documents and forms here, so maybe it's not up here, but because I had to click qualifying, it's right here. Um, anyways, we can get that. Don't worry about that. We got that. I mean, if you guys want to help fund that or whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll be the guy, man. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be professional as much as I can. But through it all, I know what needs to be done. You know what needs to be done. Right now, we've got. Let's see what's going on.
With tyrants, but today President Donald Trump will make it clear that the United States of America stands with the courageous men and women of Cuba who seek to reclaim their God-given rights to life
Okay.
and liberty.
So here is just, broke in with that, and it was supposed to be. It's changed now. See? But we just had a bunch of protesters here in Portland here. So if you want to look up that, what you can do is you can filter and just go to live. This is, and you'll see London protest after, excuse me, the tower fire here. And I am not up to speed exactly.
So, thank you.
Fake news. But we'll we'll go back over here because I was trying to get into the Minnesota, and we got this coverage here possibly. So you can kind of see what's going on. All right, guys. Well, if you have anything to say in the comment sections, and I know that you can't see that, go ahead and if you are joining or would like to take us down a different path. But I'll take you guys down the path that I've been, and it's just gonna be. I'm sorry that we're like just tonight's kind of slow. It's just kind of just looking through the qualifications, and
On the right side, I can't see any shields or
we're
helmets
looking at more
or in the
protesting.
light, but I'm not sure.
Protesters take over the highway. See, this is what the point is. I'm just trying to make sure that we can't, we don't end up like this.
Everybody, take the opportunity to sneak up and leave our ride. Lorenzo, Andrew out here. There's a riot police. People are massed behind us. We got to go down for a second. I apologize.
I'm gonna let you guys hear this just for 1 second.
Tune in.
Arcade. Copy arcade, thank you. It's going to be doing. 366 will take the medic. Anonymous caller complaining of music coming from the house in the area. Copy that.
So you can see these guys marching here. And a lot of people, you guys might look at this stuff and you're thinking that, why are they blocking the road? I don't agree with them blocking the road and all this stuff. Hey, if your child's killed in any kind of way, like in illegitimate fashion, you would understand. And until we as human beings care for each individual person the same way we care for ourselves, we're going to continually see this type of event, these types of events, the haves and have-nots. But it's a positive movement, guys. We're going to go in the positive direction. Taking to the streets like this doesn't do it. Hiding off in the closet or hiding off to yourselves and listening and putting your headphones on and listening to rap music or just to yourself, building up all this anger or playing, video games and shooting up people in video games. That's not going to do it, y'all. That's not going to get it done. So I'll tell you what, getting people registered to vote, qualifying in Lowndes. Who's able to vote? We're actually able to vote as felons in Lowndes. As long as you're not on probation, you can vote. And a lot of people don't even know that. And you can really go get an ID for a reasonable amount, if not free. I'm sure it can be free at the Board of Elections. So, and that is right off of Oak Street. You've got Oak Street Extension and Northside Drive there, and you just go down Oak Street, and it's basically going away from if you're going towards Ashley Street, it's going to be on your left. For those that obviously don't know where to go, there's multiple polling stations to go vote at, but that's a main place that you can go and go get your ID. If something happens to your ID or you're having problems getting one, you can't get a license for some reason, but you need an ID to basically go cash checks and, go buy items that you might need to prove that you're a certain age or whatever, or get into certain facilities where you need to have proof of age, whatever. You need that, and so that's a good place to go. So I didn't know stuff like that, and I wanted to just at least throw that out there to you. Let's see what's going on. Oops, can't see. So see, they're just following these people. But this right here is not how things get settled. I mean, you can march out in the street, you can block traffic, okay? But what I have a problem with is when you block traffic like this. What if somebody's pregnant? What if you need to go to the restroom? There's a lot of problems. You don't need to be blocking transportation, but at the same time, I totally get the sentiment. I understand that we need to address what's going on. That's what has to happen. Otherwise, we're just going to be at war. We're going to go to war, and then it's just going to be there's going to be some dead people in the streets, a lot of dead people in the streets. It's just going to be chaos, whatever. Shut it down. That's the kind of crap. But that's until these people step down, you're not going to have justice. Look what's going on in our town, and then look what these people are dealing with right here. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You guys want to keep playing games with these sheriffs and keep getting lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. You think these guys are good guys? They're not good guys. And matter of fact, all you guys running around with their stickers are real sweet to them. They love you guys because you guys are you're negligent or completely ignorant to what's going on. One of the two. You're negligent or ignorant. Ignorant. Well, I guess you're three things. You could be a part of it. And if you're a part of it, get the hell out of the way. That's just all I got to say to you guys. You might as well, like I said, don't even show up to court unless you want to get more charges. If you open your stupid mouth, you're going to get perjury. Seriously. Seriously. If you try to combat what's going on, you're going to get perjury. So, what my recommendation for Lowndes County is, you dismiss the case because, for one thing, it's gone way too long. And all this stuff about it's fallen, that's your fault, whatever happened, claim responsibility. Okay, it's fallen, whatever, it's dismissed. All right. Next, and we find that there's actually not enough probable cause to go forward with the case, and you've already got the two different testimonies from two different witnesses. You got a testimony from where the so-called contraband came from, whatever that is completely illegitimate, completely illegal, gone. Next is just inside of my father's vehicle. He's already signed that affidavit. Make it real simple for you. Case dismissed. Next. Now we go to court, and the civil court is where I suggest you, Pachote, and you, Scott Goodwin, and you, Kenny Busby, and you, Mulvaney, do not show up. Because when you do, you're going to get extra charges. You're going to get perjury. I mean, I'm going to push for it. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready. You have nothing to say. Nothing. Everything you were doing was illegitimate, and you know it. What are you going to do? Get orders from Pachote to do what? To start stalking me and following me? Where in the law is that okay? You want to look that one up too? There's a Georgia law about that. I can tell you about it. There's one where a person gets stalked and followed, and it gets ruled that what the officers did was illegal. Except they did like 3 days worth of surveillance. But what did you guys do? That's about how long you guys did surveillance, isn't it? Because you claimed you did something. You said so-called incident happened on the 14th, and you guys waited until the 17th to do something about it. But that whole day, the 17th, before you did anything about it, what else did you do? You started doing all this other surveillance, all this gathering of information. You stalked Heather Price's apartment. You found out about who paid the bill, who was paying the bills there. You found out everything was in her name. You did everything. You just completely violated her rights altogether. There was no warrant whatsoever. Totally invaded this girl's apartment. She has nothing to do with anything that you got crazy going on in your head about me, because we already know what you're doing with me. See, because we go back to 2006 with Pachote with me. That's on record. Anonymous call my ass. Sugar and flowers. See, that's where we go with you guys. And then just constant harassment from a black establishment. Constant harassment, black establishment, constant harassment, black establishment, racial profiling. Just harassment altogether in general. I don't care if it's racial profiling. It's just nonstop color of law abuse. Illegal felonious activity, parading around like you own the world, like you own the Constitution, like the Constitution is in your back pocket, that you wrote the Constitution on the original drafted hemp paper. You wrote that, writing "I am" on the wall. Oh my gosh, I wish to God somebody saw that. I wanted to take a picture of that crap. I know they've probably ripped it down by now. But there is no evidence of anything because these guys, I know, they don't take, there's no video, there's no audio of when they take a victim into their little cubby hole with cameras everywhere and trying to intimidate somebody. You didn't record any of that stuff. I'm just sick of this. I'm tired of you guys. It's just time to get to it. I tried to, like I said, I'm giving Lowndes County, I did my best to get Pachote arrested. I've done what I'm going to do even more because now I'm going to go not only after Pachote, now I have to go after the FBI who's supposedly investigating Pachote. So now we're going to have to go to that level too. So Lowndes County, just know that Allen, Watson, a con for a while, a convict for a while, I'm only a felon for a while because I'm going to qualify and I'm going to run for sheriff. Um, this guy is done with you. That's what's up. I don't even know where to go. I'm sorry I get off track, but you just know I'm doing all that I can do, Lowndes County, Clowns County, to make sure that these guys get arrested. That's the route that you have to go. You go the route of the FBI to go after these guys. If they don't arrest them, then we're going to find out why didn't they arrest them. So you're just going to keep going. I'm going to take it easy. We're going to take a step at a time. You guys want to play games? Let's play games. You're adding it all up, just adding up the lawsuit. Let's make it even bigger because you're just harassing. What are you doing? What is the FBI actually doing? You know, what exactly is the FBI doing? Did you go and talk to Pachote? You don't have to talk to anybody. Just look at his stupid statement. I wish you guys. I'm gonna just show you guys a statement. It's not like you haven't seen the first sentence. The very first sentence is a lie. I mean, that's all. It's already known. I've already published that. That's got the most views. It's got 300 plus views. That's the Infowars video. It's not. It actually does not have the most views. The most views is coming from LiveLeak. Always, I can get the most views from LiveLeak instantly if I wanted to just get stuff, and it's random stuff. And a lot of the comments and everything is just whatever. But if I just wanted to get views, I don't care. I'm trying to get people that care about Lowndes County to follow this because that's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about Clowns County, but I'm relating it to I'm relating our Clowns County microcosm to this right here, the macrocosm, to what's going to happen to us. This is what's going to happen in the streets. And you guys know it's just one step away. It's not even done. And I just heard, I can't believe that this wasn't already resolved. But I wanted to see the types of, okay, Keene. We see here, Keene versus Lowndes County Sheriff's Office. The high school under investigation for discrimination. Second lawsuit filed against the county schools by the Johnson family here. Now, this is the one I believe that was dismissed. Former New Hope student sues rape. Yeah, I remember that's been going on. You guys have been just plagued, haven't you? We have been plagued. And I say you guys is because I stepped away. I'm getting ahead. I'm taking a little break. That little qualifying stipulation there, that's me. What is this? Commission sues over building deal. A plaza, small claims court. First Line Corporation suing. I haven't seen that one. The First Line Corporation suing. This is an agreement to sell property. That also Lowndes County Industrial Authority. Let's pause that for a second. Sorry, it's a little pretty loud. So you've got all this stuff that's going on, and but what I am going after is the ability to even just basically prosecute instances that are just out of control, and also release and prevent what has been going on. Release the prisoners that are in there right now that are not supposed to be in there, and then prevent that from continually going on, and let's just get on the right path. That's all it is. That's all it is. We're going to vote this guy out, and he needs to be removed. I mean, it's just really there's enough evidence to prove that these guys all need to be in jail. They don't need to be in the seat of the sheriff's office. I mean, you're seriously. You even got Nathan Deal. He had FBI charges. FBI was investigating. And this was all going on. If you guys are not familiar with this, and what is this? 4 days ago, what is going on here? DeKalb County Sheriff Jeff Mann suspended by Georgia Governor Nathan Deal, huh? Try to stop Deal's investigation. What in the world? See, as soon as I start talking about these people, look at this crap. What the hell? Excuse me. It's just like trying to move the page all around. Georgia Governor Nathan Deal is suspending DeKalb County Sheriff Jeff Mann for 40 days as a result of his arrest for allegedly exposing himself and running from police. What? Deal issued an executive order Monday that suspends Mann for a shorter period than the 60-day maximum allowed under state law.
My body shape. Power.
Whoa. Not guilty of the charges of indecency and obstruction after an Atlanta police officer. See, I'm sure obstruction is always just some stupid charge. That's one of the things that I'm not dealing with. You're not going to have officers under me that are doing crap like that. We're not going to even have that many officers. We're not going to need to have that many. We're going to have great officers that are going to be smart and intelligent individuals. We're not going to be a bunch of morons running around causing millions of dollars worth of damage. I get off into so many different things. This crap just never ends. It just keeps going on and on and on. I was talking about Nathan Deal. Now you got Nathan Deal suspending the sheriff. I mean, you just got, it's like I said, this is clowns. Oh my gosh. Clowns County, man. Wow, here they are. See, these guys going to come with teeth. And what do you look at? They come like they're going to war in Iraq. What are you coming with? A little protest and picket little signs? Is that what you got? Is that all you got? That's all you really got? Seriously. It's ridiculous. You guys aren't going to get anything done. You're going to stop in the streets. Now everybody's blocking the streets. That's what happens, see? Now you're going to have a fight and somebody might get killed. That's what kind of crap happens when you let these bastards get out of control, and Georgia is on the brink on any minute it's going to pop off, and that's what would make so many people happy. You know, I don't want to see change. You know, rapid change can happen, but it doesn't have to happen in such a dramatic fashion or such a drastic fashion that people get hurt. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. So, see, look at this. No cops. So I'm gonna pause that or mute that so we don't have that yelling and screaming or whatever. But hopefully, there's enough people that are understanding where I'm going with this. Here, ethics scandal. See, FBI looking at this, and this is before the election.
Montlick and Associates would like to salute Georgia's military families, and we need.
Wow, that is loud. You see here that, ethics scandal with alleged ties to Governor Deal, under Governor Deal's office. And this, from what I understand, has something to do with one of his relatives, an attorney who represents current Ethics Commission staff attorney Elizabeth Murray Obertine, said she has already spoken with FBI agents. Brian Sutherland would not disclose the nature of the questions agents asked his client. Murray Obertine previously told Channel 2 Action News she believes an Ethics Commission case against the governor was mishandled by her boss, Holly LaBerge. I noticed some irregularities, making alleged in depositions that LaBarge bragged about making the governor's ethic problems go away and that he owed her. I killed myself working that case, and it was for nothing because she was meeting behind closed doors with the governor's people, and apparently everything I did was meaningless. They asked me to alter some of Governor Dill's documents. They were asking me to manipulate records, plain and simple. When was this one written? This was written on 2013, October the 10th. There, okay, I killed him over in a case. The Ethics Commission eventually settled the complaints against the governor for $3,300, far less than the $70,000 originally proposed by Murray. And let's get back into Valdosta crap too. If you don't know, for those of you who might not be familiar with Valdosta, who do follow this, you're not from, or you are from there and you do not know, some of the history. Another former, what in the world? Meigs mayor arrested for theft. What is this? Okay, that's not. Valdosta City Councilman James Wright arrested. And here we have the mayor was caught basically squandering money and so forth. Let's see, embezzlement, I guess it was. Let's see, charged. John Freddy. There we go. Valdosta mayor, and here we are again. Here it starts all over again. See what pictures we got here. Look at this. These people. Um. All right. Look at his face. Pleads guilty to felony. These are the kind of people we got in Clowns County. Entered a guilty plea Friday morning stemming from